An angel has been sent from the heavens to disclose something to you, and you are about to hear a message that comes straight from God and is given by an angel. Imagine for a moment that a celestial being is a pure and enlightened being that was surprised to find who you truly are. You won't believe it, so why don't we get started? This is not just any message, it is something that has the potential to impact your life in a manner that you could never have imagined. Think of it as an angel. This is the message that you need to hear at this very now. It is not often that anything like this occurs. Therefore, it is important to pay great attention to what the divine messenger has to say, since it is a revelation that has the potential to completely change your life. The reason why this angel was shocked has to do with your genuine feelings. Therefore, pay attention to what you are about to hear, because it will cause you to view things from a whole different perspective. You may have had moments of self-doubt on several times, feeling that you are not good enough or that you do not deserve more. But this message is here to inform you that you are more than capable of achieving your potential. You are the antithesis of what God sees in you, and while you may not have been able to see it yourself, God sees that you have a light inside you that is just waiting to be revealed. And this angel is waiting to be found, has arrived to assist you in locating it. Every choice you have made and every action you have performed has brought you to this point. This is the time when everything comes together to form the whole. This is not a coincidence. Everything that has transpired in your life, including the fact that you are here right now listening to this message, has been divinely designed for you to hear it. Revelation. It is time for you to open your heart and your mind to absorb what is to come next. The angel not only offers words of consolation, but also words of action. There is a revelation, a route that you must pursue, something that you must do. It is not only about hearing, but about action. And the purpose of this message is to inspire you to take control of your life and not let anything else get in the way. If you let fear or uncertainty to prevent you from achieving your goals, there is a more significant purpose that is waiting for you, and this angel is here to help you get there. The revelation that you will get is not merely for you, but also has the ability to have an influence on others who are in your immediate vicinity. Your light and your purpose have a ripple effect. When you move, you motivate other people to do the same. Change is the beginning of something much, much greater. It is the beginning of a personal transformation that may resound in all parts of your life. This message is the beginning of change. And as you listen to the words of the angel, let each of them to infiltrate your being, and do not seek to grasp everything right once. Some things will be shown to you. Remember that this angel was sent by God, and that God is the only one who can send angels. Therefore, it is essential that you remain open and receptive throughout time. Allow this message to lead you, and trust the process. This angel has been sent to remind you that you have always been under the loving eyes of God at every stage of your journey. The angel has wonderful intentions for you, and you should remember that you are not alone. This message is meant to reconfirm that you have a purpose, that you are valued, and that you have the power to conquer any challenge that comes your way. You are being directed and protected by this message. This is only the beginning of an exciting journey, so while you contemplate this revelation, remember to preserve your faith and believe in the fact that you are precisely where you need to be. The journey was full of benefits, and when the angel came, he was calm and peaceful, with the kind of tranquility that only angels have. However, as he got closer to you, he began to disturb you. Something unexpected took place, and he felt a tremendous force that he had never felt before. His curiosity intensified, and he continued to be immobilized as he waited for the event to resolve itself. If he were confronted with a divine mystery, and such a mystery had anything to do with you, yes, with you, the angel who was used to the peace and tranquility of heaven had never felt anything like it before. Due to the fact that you were such a powerful presence in his everlasting life, The energy that emitted from you caused him to feel uneasy. However, this energy was not depressing. On the contrary, it was positive. Energetic and brimming with vitality, the angel endeavored to comprehend the origin of that force, the significance of it, and the reason why you were the only possessor of it. This meeting shattered his heart. That energy was not simply a surface feeling. Rather, it was something profound that encouraged him to learn more about you and your essence. Habitual tranquility, arousing a curiosity that drove him to know more about you and your essence. Echoed in every nook and cranny of his celestial existence, and as he approached closer, he attempted to examine every facet of your being in an effort to find answers to the questions that he had. The angel was determined to answer the questions that were piling up in his mind. Was it your kindness, your willpower, or some incident from your past that made you this way? If you find out about it, and you, in your humanity, seem to be unaware of the effect that you had on a creature of light, then the issue becomes even more exciting for the angel, not only because of the fact that not only did he sense that energy, but he also felt a connection that he had never felt before. It was as if there was a connection that was not evident to the naked eye. Between you and the cosmos, there was something that he needed to figure out. It's possible that your soul was supposed to fulfill a more significant function than you now do. Every time the angel came close to you, the intensity of that energy compelled him to want to protect you, lead you, and make sure that you were safe. This was something that you yourselves could not have imagined. Because the angel could not resist the pull he felt toward your essence, he made the decision to examine you more carefully. He does this because he is certain that you will achieve your destiny. In order to gain knowledge from your actions, your choices, and your feelings, every little aspect of your day-to-day existence became a piece of the jigsaw that he attempted to fit together. Laugh, every cry, every moment of death, uncertainty and triumph, everything had a reason, and the more he knew you, the more he grew sure that there was a significance to whatever it was that you did. Something extraordinary about you, something that had to be exposed. The connection that the angel felt was not just a passing interest. Rather, it became a personal mission that needed to be accomplished immediately. Need to make certain that you, with all of your energy and potential, would not go unnoticed in the grand scheme of the universe, which is what this mission prompted him to do. On that quest of discovery, he faced options that he had never previously considered, which challenged not just his own understanding, but also the heavenly wisdom that he had gathered over the course of many millennia. Additionally, the angel started to gain knowledge of your energy and how your essence not only had an effect on your own journey, but also left behind components of reality that had never been there before. When I thought about it, it was as if you were a mirror that revealed the hidden realities of the universe, facts that even a celestial entity needed to know. Both of you, without fully recognizing it, have benefited from the quiet interchange that took place between you. As each day went by, the angel discovered fresh reasons to stay near to you not just to protect you, but also to learn from you. He started to appreciate your resiliency, your capacity to love, and your ability to triumph over adversity. Challenges. Every difficulty you overcame, and every victory you won served to cement the notion that your energy was one of a kind and has a particularly remarkable quality. The angel made a commitment to be your guardian, not only in your physical body, but also in your spirit. The energy that he emitted started to have a transformational impact not only on your physical body, but also on your spirit. Not just on the angel, but also in the surroundings that around you. The people who knew you felt that wonderful energy, that power that inspired and brought hope to them. You, without even realizing it, became a guiding and supporting light for everyone around you, while the angel, from his heavenly POS position, looked with awe and admiration. As you completed your destiny, you felt a sense of satisfaction and adoration knowing that God had made the correct choice by remaining by your side. God wants you to know that there is one more thing in the world, a unique power that resides within you, a power that not even angels are able to completely comprehend. It is a force that has the potential to alter the path that your destiny takes, and maybe even change the direction of your life. Perhaps even the world around you, with each step you take and each choice you make. That force reveals itself in ways that you are unable to even fathom. Imagine for a moment if it was precisely this that rendered the angel immobile. He recognized a potential that only a small number of mortals possess, and this unique ability is not something that is commonly known. Anything that can be seen or touched, but it is there latent, waiting to be found and utilized. Every individual has their own path and their own obstacles, but with this power lies the potential to overcome them. It is as if you carried inside you a divine spark that pulls you forward, and you have the potential to triumph over every challenge that you face. But even in the most difficult and darkest circumstances, this force provides you the capacity to face your anxieties and emerge victorious. Imagine for a minute that you are able to confront your fears and emerge victorious. Whether you are dealing with a difficulty at work, having a disagreement with a friend, or feeling overwhelmed, every choice you make, no matter how large or how tiny, is a chance to release this power. That force is always there to support you, especially when you feel like you can't take it longer. The angels, with all of their knowledge and strength, are unable to completely comprehend how this force works. Manifests in human beings just is what makes you so unique. It is a gift that was bestowed upon you from the minute you were born. Many individuals spend their whole lives focusing on just one thing. People go through their lives without being aware of this power, going through their daily lives without comprehending the gravity of what they hold inside them. But you have the potential to. Find it and put it to use to improve your life and the lives of people around you. It is not about having superpowers as in the movies. Rather, it is about recognizing and taking use of what you already have. Take use of the inner strength that sets you apart from others. This strength is what enables you to love, forgive, and go on when all appears to be lost. Think about those things. On instances in which you have accomplished something that you had previously considered to be impossible, instances in which you have confronted your anxieties and emerged victorious. These instances are evidence that this power exists and that you are capable of doing X. The manifestation of your deeper potential. Every time you make a choice with bravery, every time you choose love, remarkable things, it is not magic. It is the manifestation of a deeper potential that you have. You are utilizing this ability to overcome your hatred. Life is full of difficulties and tests, but with this power inside you, nothing is impossible. Every time you fall and get back up, you are able to overcome anything. Every time you make the decision to be a better person, you are exhibiting that strength. You are also making use of that rare talent that angels are able to watch and appreciate. Marvel. But you are the one who has the key to unlocking all of your potential. It is you who have the ability to determine how to utilize this force to transform your life and your destiny. There is a possibility that the environment around you will constantly remind you that this power is there, even when you do not feel it. It is in times of uncertainty and in times of suffering that this force is present. You have the power to change your reality and to make an impact on the lives of others. You should never underestimate the power that lies within you, is still alive and waiting for you to do something about it. Each and every tiny act of kindness and every gesture of love is a reflection of the divine force that is within you. Thus, you should make the most of each and every opportunity. Chance to learn more about yourself and this ability. Do not be afraid to test your limitations and go beyond what you believe is possible. Angels are capable of doing so. You may study and watch, but you are the one who has the true power. You are the one who can make a difference. Therefore, the next time you are confronted with a difficulty, keep in mind what you have. You have a power inside you that not even angels can completely comprehend. You choose to make use of that force, trust yourself, and push yourself beyond your own limitations. You may be wondering what this means. What that means in reality is that your actions, words, and choices have a lot higher influence than you believe they do. God picked you for something amazing, and it might be something that you have no idea about. Be a mission or a purpose that you do not yet understand, but is essential to the divine plan. The angel noticed this, and he was surprised, and God wants you to start to understand it. When we think about the activities we do on a daily basis, we often fail to see the magnitude of the impact they have, and the choices we make, no matter how little, may have a long-term impact. It may seem inconsequential at the time, but it has the ability to reverberate in the future in ways that are unexpected. For instance, a nice remark may have a big impact. This is the core of what it means to be selected by God for anything, whether it be to make someone's day better or to lead you down a completely other route. Your choice may change the course of your life. Imagine that every time you make a decision, you are adding to a bigger mosaic that you are not yet able to see. He is wonderful because he recognizes the potential in every action you do and directs you toward doing something more meaningful. This mosaic, when seen in its whole, is the divine plan, and your part in it is essential, even if you may not always be able to perceive it. Comprehend why you make certain choices, or why you feel a tug in a certain direction. But there is a reason behind all of this. God has given you the capacity to impact the world in a way that is beneficial to you. It is essential to keep in mind that you are not traveling through this journey alone. The angel who saw your brilliance and amazed at it is a sign that you have accomplished something noteworthy. This assistance may express itself in many different ways, including times of inspiration as a result of individuals who cross your path. Divine support is there in every step that you take. When you find yourself on the correct route at the appropriate moment, or in circumstances that force you to develop, it is as if the universe is working in your favor and God is directing you toward your mission. You start to see the grandeur that is inside you. You will also start to become aware of how everything is connected, and you will find that coincidences become less random and more significant. Every interaction and event seems like a piece of the jigsaw that fits perfectly into place, and this view provides you with the perspective you need to. The beauty of this process lies in the fact that it gives you the confidence to continue ahead even when the road that came before is unclear. You have faith that there is a bigger purpose at work, and that your part is essential to the accomplishment of that plan. Despite the fact that the objective may not be obvious at first, it will become increasingly apparent with time. It is comparable to a lamp that gradually sheds light on all that is immediately around you. After you have aligned yourself with your mission, you will start to recognize the impact that you have on the world, and you will begin to comprehend the reasons why God picked you. Each step takes you closer to recognizing that. In mission, it is essential to be conscious of the indications and instances in when you have a unique connection with something that is more significant than yourself. These are evidence that you are on the right path. When you are on the correct road, this connection may sometimes show itself in a feeling of inner serenity, and other times it may reveal itself in an unexplained excitement for a project or a cause. Pay attention to these signs. It is an act of faith and bravery to recognize and embrace the grandeur that resides within you. It is also an act of admitting that you play a significant part in the divine plan, and that you should let your emotions to lead you as you do so. The realization that each and every action matters enables you to live a life that is more genuine and complete, with the knowledge that you are making a contribution to. God has bestowed upon you a talent that is far larger than yourself, and it is your duty to find it and put it to use for the benefit of others. Therefore, when you ask for it, God will answer your prayer. You should remind yourself of what this means in practice and keep in mind that every action you perform and every decision you make is imbued with a divine purpose. God has selected you for something, and by acknowledging and acting on that greatness, you connect yourself with the plan that He has for you. Perhaps you have had challenging times and periods when you have felt like you could barely make it through. You may have had doubts about yourself, but you should know that those difficulties were put on your road for a specific purpose. They are shaping and preparing you for something that God feels is larger than yourself. He saw the light inside you, and this angel is live evidence that the angel's immobility was a show of respect and appreciation for you. He saw the light within you. I was amazed, and I believe that light is soon to shine even brighter. Going through challenging times is not easy for anybody, and those moments are what make it so tough. When you find yourself questioning whether or not you are strong enough or capable of facing the hurdles that life puts in front of you, it may be daunting. However, each of those trials has a purpose, and they are there for a reason. In order to strengthen you, to teach you vital lessons, and to lay the groundwork for something more substantial in your life. God always has a plan for each of us, even though there are times when we are unable to perceive it. Clearly, when we are experiencing periods of uncertainty, it is essential to keep in mind that we are not alone. Sometimes the test of our faith and endurance comes in the shape of unexpected circumstances, such as a strong indication that there is a presence of an angel is the fact that this angel came before you when you were paralyzed by the light that you carry inside you. Bigger power that provides you with support and direction. The adoration and respect that the angel felt toward you are symbolic of your genuine worth and potential. You may at times feel that you are not as important as you actually are. Even if it may seem little, you must always keep in mind that you possess a tremendous light that have the ability to motivate and amaze other people. This light is a source of inspiration and amazement. Strength, not just for you, but also for everyone around you. It is intended to shine brighter as you move along your journey, and every obstacle that you face is a test. In light of your resiliency and resolve, each time you confront a struggle and triumph over it, your light gets stronger. This is the reason why these trials are so significant. They are comparable to the fire that lights the way, forges steel, providing you with the resilience and the strength to confront whatever that comes your way. The concept that God believes in you is what gives you the power to succeed. The presence of the angel is a powerful thing because it serves as a continual reminder that you have a purpose and that you are capable of doing great things when you are in their company. A reminder that your light has a huge influence and that it is a representation of this belief, and the adoration that even celestial creatures feel for you is that your light is a symbol of faith. As you continue on your journey, you are meant to do incredible things. Thus, it is essential that you always maintain this light glowing and go ahead with confidence. There may be more problems in the future, but each one of them is a chance to develop and build your soul. Angel paralysis is a clear indication that you are determined to overcome anything. Indication that you are on the right road and that your light is destined to shine even brighter, lighting not just your route, but also the paths of others, so that the next time you encounter a challenge, you will be able to succeed. A challenging situation, keep in mind the purpose for those obstacles, and keep in mind that they are shaping and preparing you for something more significant. And above all else, they are helping you grow. It is important to keep in mind that God has faith in you. You possess a light inside you that has the potential to brighten the whole world. The adoration of the angel is only the beginning of your journey. The angel understood that your trip is one of a kind, and that it is full with opportunities, and that your light is meant to shine with an even greater brilliance. This is the reason why he was so profoundly affected by this incredible journey. Each day is a fresh chance to learn more about oneself and the world around one. You were surrounded by the angel's continual presence, which provided you with a feeling of purpose and security that you had never previously experienced. His advice, which was quiet the whole time, reminded you of this: that each and every choice, regardless of how little it may seem, had a huge influence on your life and the lives of people around you, and that you were more and more open to the indications, and you started to become aware of the possibilities that the universe gave to you, and you started to realize that even the most difficult problems brought with them wonderful lessons and chances for personal and spiritual growth. You learned profound empathy and a more comprehensive knowledge of purpose as a result of these struggles, and the divine angel who was constantly by your side assisted you in seeing the bigger picture, the importance of each and every event, and it brought to your attention that your most powerful assets were your resiliency and faith, which enabled you to triumph over whatever resistance you encountered. Over the course of time, you started to share your light and knowledge with other people, which inspired them to see beyond their own challenges and realize their own divine potential. Your words and deeds reflect the knowledge and love that you had discovered, and you have become a beacon of hope and optimism to all who are around you. By virtue of your relationship with the divine, people sought your counsel and discovered in you an example of how to lead a life that is both complete and meaningful. During times of introspection, you were able to experience the presence of the angel more strongly, as if it were a gentle whisper that brought to mind your duty and gave you a sense of assurance. You that you were precisely where you needed to be, and that maintaining a continual connection with the divine provides you with the strength to tackle any challenge, as well as the wisdom to make choices with confidence. And despite the fact that life continued to confront you with obstacles, you now saw them as chances to exhibit your faith and your capacity to triumph over any obstacle. Adversity. Every challenge you encountered was a chance to shine brighter and to exhibit the power of love and faith in action, and you came to the realization that, as a result of your personal change, you have the potential to assist in the transformation of the lives of people around you. The angel, who saw your development and progression with delight and happiness, has made it its job too. It continued to lead and protect you, but it also noticed how you started to guide and inspire other people. Every act of kindness, every gesture of love, and every word of encouragement that you do is a source of inspiration. The words of encouragement that you provided were expressions of the divine spark that you had within you. You were carrying out the mission that God had called you to do, intended for you, and you were carrying it out with grace and bravery. As your light continued to develop, you started to see the good influence you had on the world and the people who lived in it. People in your immediate vicinity started to experience changes in their own lives as a result of being inspired by your example and insight, and your life became living evidence. Because divine force is there inside each and every one of us, and that when we acknowledge and make use of it, we are capable of doing incredible things, the angel continued to watch and lead us. You understood that your path still had many chapters to write, and that each of those chapters would be a chance to exhibit the grandeur of your spirit and the strength that you had. You were always ready to provide you support whenever you needed it. Accompanied by the angel who was by your side and the light of God that illuminated your route, you continued your trip with the knowledge that each and every one of you was loved by God. While you proceeded, you came across new opportunities and difficulties, each of which was meant to assist you in achieving your divine purpose. This moved you closer to the complete fulfillment of your divine purpose. If you want to develop and build your faith, you must learn to trust the process, be patient, and accept that everything that has occurred to you has a purpose. This acceptance will help you to live with an inner peace and pleasure that you have never experienced before. The ever-present angel murmured words of encouragement to you and reminded you that your light was a gift from God that was designed to be shared with the world. This message was disseminated to everyone around you. And with this assurance in your heart, you proceeded on your journey. Face each day with hope and determination, knowing that you were carrying out the mission that God had given you, planned for you, and that your life, which was guided by divine light, was supposed to be a source of inspiration and change for many others. Imagine that at those times of your life while you were going through the process of. There is a spiritual presence that maintains you no matter how tough your circumstance seems to be. This power is there silently, but it is there. Uncertainty and confusion are always there, always making sure that you are moving ahead, even if it is easy to forget this. When we are engrossed in our day-to-day concerns, it is exactly in such situations that you need to remember this. Times when we most need to realize that we are not alone. The appearance of the angel is a clear indicator that your existence has a bigger purpose, even if it is not always evident what that purpose is. The difficulty you are experiencing is nothing more than a part of your trip. It is a test that helps you get stronger and more capable. It is apparent that every step you take puts you closer to your goal, prepares you for something much more significant. The angel is aware that you are capable of overcoming any challenge that may come your way, and his message serves as a reminder of your capacity to do so. There is a divine plan for you, and it is one that emerges with every choice you make and with every effort you put out. Inner strength. When you embark on anything, it is essential to maintain your faith and hope, even when the route seems to be dark. The light of God will always lead you, and the angel will be there to guarantee that you. It is common to have feelings of disorientation from time to time. Nevertheless, those moments of doubt are also chances for you to develop and learn, and the angel encourages you to don't lose sight of that light. Trust the process, and know that every event, whether positive or negative, has a purpose in your life. When you look back, you will see how each circumstance has contributed to your overall growth. Always keep in mind that you are not going alone. There is a divine guide that is guiding you, brought you to where you are today, and how it has prepared you for what is to come. You are accompanied by the angel at every stage of the journey. The message of the angel is not only about divine direction, but also about interaction with other people. Sometimes God sends the proper people to you. Individuals who come into your life at the perfect moment may be a source of support and comfort, and they can also assist you in seeing things from a new perspective. Do not hesitate to bring these individuals into your life. The strength of these connections should not be underestimated, since they are a part of the divine plan to assist you on your path. Keep your heart and mind open to the benefits that are all around you, and do not fail to acknowledge them. Allow those connections to fortify you. Your trip is one of a kind and packed with amazing experiences. Opportunity to develop and prosper, despite the fact that it may seem from time to time. Every step you take puts you closer to accomplishing your destiny, and the angel reminds you that you are the one who is ultimately responsible for it. Are not traveling alone on this path, and that each obstacle you encounter is a chance to learn more about yourself and the world around you. Rely on yourself and the plan that God has for you, and maintain your faith throughout the process. Having the knowledge that there is a divine force directing you at all times, the angel, also encourages you to pay attention to your intuition, which is the voice that you hear inside you. During times of stillness and introspection, you may hear the voice of God and discover answers to your questions, the answers to your concerns and the path you should take in life. Learn to trust that voice inside you. And it is a manifestation of spiritual direction in your life. Thus, the more you follow it, the more you get it. When you establish a connection with your intuition, it will be much simpler for you to identify the indications. In addition to the messages that God gives to you via angels and other means, keep in mind that every single step of your journey, every single choice and every single deed on the trip is fortunate. Despite the fact that you may not always comprehend it, is a component of the divine design for you. the reason for everything. Have faith that there is a higher purpose behind all we do. Experience. Allow heavenly direction to lead you to the places you need to go while maintaining your faith and hope. To assure that you are not alone and that you are not alone, you need to be the angel that was given to you. While you are listening to this message, keep in mind that there is always a light guiding your path. Your intellect and your heart should be open, and you should allow yourself to sense the presence of the divine. The way you live your life, think about what you can do to let go of this inner power, and think about how. God believes in you and the angel who is a part of you, and you have the ability to utilize your abilities and talents to make a difference. Is evidence that you are unique and exceptional. The fact that he was paralyzed when he first met you, one of a kind, and the world is looking for you to shine. Always keep in mind that each day is a fresh start. The possibility of learning more about oneself, as well as the purpose that God has for his creation. An angel has come to you in order to help you. If you have a precise message, you are far more than you believe you are. Trust in yourself and in the signals that God provides you, because after all, if you do that, you will be successful. When coming to terms with who you are and what you are capable of, even an angel was rendered helpless. If you have this conviction in your heart, you can accomplish. This is a key moment to confront the truth, and that is why you have been selected to get this instruction. Now the time has come for me to share with you an important message that I need to communicate with you. It is something that may be tough to hear, but it is essential. This person has been behaving suspiciously, and you will soon learn what he or she has been doing in secret. It is crucial that you stay vigilant and aware of the situation. Angels are warning you about someone who is going away from your life. This person has been acting suspiciously. Your attention is required this particular night because there are hidden intents that may be gathering around you. The forces of evil have been disrupting your calm by expressing themselves in your surroundings, and it is necessary that they evaporate. This bad energy instantly, by confirming your faith and heavenly protection, God also tells you of prospective health difficulties that may occur again, demanding prudence so as not to weaken you. Keep strong in faith. As a result of the fact that God is by your side, ready to turn any difficulty into a blessing, the Lord desires to change the unfavorable circumstances that are present in your life. However, in order to do this, it is important for you to offer yourself, both your body and your soul, enabling Him to enrich your life. You would be giving up the benefits that God has meticulously planned for this day if you ignore these words, which may have major implications, since you would be giving up the life with plenty and the resolution of your issues. God has the capacity to entirely. God has tremendous plans to alter your spiritual life before you. Therefore, remark 0505 to indicate that you have conquered your anxieties and that your trajectory has been transformed, releasing you from any difficulties. As the day comes to a close, each of us is involved in a one-of-a-kind journey that is packed with obstacles, and the adversary is constantly on the watch, trying to pull us away from the path of light. In order to avoid slipping into the trap, it is important to learn from each step and to be vigilant at all times. Traps of evil. God has tasked you with being alert that danger may be closer than it looks, related to someone you know well. As soon as you recognize who it is, sever links quickly to save enormous emotional and spiritual cost. Do not be afraid to take action. You should not be deceived by appearances. Not everything that shines is divine, and not all laughing is genuine. Stay vigilant about the people around you in order to avoid evil from poisoning your heart. Angels are by your side, ready to awaken your eyes to the truth. The truth that there is a person from your past who may come back to disappoint you is something that you should be vigilant and sensitive to until the conclusion of this message. God states that the presence of the adversary may present itself in a number of different ways. In a covert manner, impacting not only individuals but also whole families. He warns that wicked discord and sickness are undermining family harmony and the health of your loved ones, and it is essential to maintain in regular communication with them. The Lord wants you to know that every bad decision is a step toward moving away from His love and light, which He wants each one of us to maintain. Prayer requesting protection and wisdom to detect and battle these harmful influences. The Lord wants you to know that. Faith, and constantly seek the reason that keeps us safe. Utilize the weapons of faith, love, and prayer to confront any harmful power. And know that God is at your side, ready to restore peace and harmony in your life and in your relationships. Family comment 0303 to indicate that you are prepared to accept the graces of God that will alter your steps and instill hope in your heart. May God protect you and save you from any hazardous roads that you may encounter in your life. I want you to know that every tiny choice you make today is sculpting your future. When you choose to trust and allow God lead your actions, you are opening the door to opportunities that may come your way on your path. Now that you have accepted my words into your heart, it is time to take the next step. Doors that were previously closed doors to possibilities that will impact your life in ways that you may not even be able to conceive. I see the thoughts that run through your head, the doubts and questions that you still carry with you. The fact is that faith is not about knowing all the answers. Rather, it is about trusting the process and believing that even in the most difficult of circumstances, you should continue to believe. You may ask how or why you should continue to believe when so many things seem to be coming apart around you. Remember, my child, that real strength is not in escaping storms, but in learning to dance in the rain. Every problem you experience is a chance to develop and draw closer to me. I am working for your good throughout challenging times. Remind yourself of this. I want you to know that I am here with you, bolstering your spirit and reviving your strength as you go through these challenges. Family unity is one of the biggest dangers to the adversary, because a family that is unified in Christ is a tremendous witness of faith. In order to preserve that unity by resolving problems in a prompt and compassionate manner, as well as by investing time and energy in establishing family ties, hence so minimizing efforts at division and suffering, the collective faith of a family has the potential to bring about enormous healing and protective power. When we get together to fight any assault of evil, I urge you to join your family in praying on a regular basis to fortify your house against any and all types of disease and misfortune that the adversary may attempt to bring. The human heart is capable of both immense. When someone takes pleasure in acts of cruelty, it is a reflection of a soul that has wandered away from the light. Each act of cruelty leaves a black stain in the world and in the spirit of those who perpetrate it, which is why I bring attention to it. Every act of kindness has the potential to be a light that penetrates the darkness, so decreasing the power of evil. Evil is never a genuine source of joy. Nevertheless, it may be a source of joy for you. You should ponder deeply on the decisions you make and fight against evil with kindness and cruelty with compassion. Bring fleeting pleasure, but it always leaves an emptiness and destruction. Instead, seek real joy, which comes from behaviors that elevate, heal, and celebrate life, rather than those that destroy it. Keep your heart open to goodness. Avoiding the downward spiral towards evil and strengthening your faith during times of peace will allow you to be ready to meet obstacles with fortitude. Every crisis presents a chance to develop in faith and resilience, so it is important to be vigilant. Heed the signals that I send you to guide you. Trust me, and know that I am always by your side, ready to aid and defend you. Write 0808 to request God's protection in any situation. So, my son, as you confront the hardships of life, know that my presence is a steady beacon leading you through the storms. In every struggle, there is a lesson to be learnt and a chance for you to find the depth of your own that you have not yet discovered. In addition to being able to discern the intents of people, the angels tell me that they are preparing a new horizon for you. Strength. Remember that storms almost often deliver the most starry evenings in between the turmoil. In addition, you need to build a humble and open heart in order to accept the messages that I bring you. Divine knowledge is not only revealed to you via significant revelations, but it is also found in the minor inspirations that you are prone to overlooking. Pay close attention to my voice, as it may come to you in the form of a smile or a kind word, a gesture, or in the simplicity of silence when you are feeling overwhelmed. Keep in mind that the power you need to conquer does not come from you alone, but rather from the union between your soul and M. See challenges as chances to display my grace in your life. The angels also discuss the power of forgiveness, which is a magical key to freeing your soul from the shackles of your past. Each difficulty in life is an invitation to an internal metamorphosis and a chance for you to become a more pure reflection of my light. Heart from unseen shackles. Forgiveness is not just an act of compassion toward other people, but it is also a gift to yourself. When you let go of the burden of anger, you create room for heavenly peace and pleasure to fill your soul. Forgiveness is a healing process that you carry out with me, in which each act of forgiveness increases your connection with the divine. Your road is one of a kind and distinctive. No two tales are the same, and each step you take is a step in closely accompanying you. So don't worry about the fact that you are not going to be able to find the next step, rhythm, or comparison with others. The route you walk is precisely the one I prepared for you, and each detour has its purpose. Seek my direction and pay attention to the minor benefits that frequently go undetected. Sometimes the miracle you seek is buried in something simple. A moment. Should not underestimate the power of tiny things. They are the foundation on which huge changes are built. When confronted with a tough choice, ask yourself what God would say. Tranquility, an unexpected chance, or a kind remark are all examples of things that have the capacity to bring about significant changes. My gentle voice would be leading your heart and mind if he were here right now. Trust in the knowledge that comes from solitude and reflection. I am always here to guide you through the light of truth and love. Let's speak about something that is extremely important to you. I would want to emphasize the significance of selecting your partners with care and the manner in which you handle the assistance that you get from the angels who are around you. It is essential to surround yourself with individuals who are honest and trustworthy. Transparent, these individuals serve as a barrier that protects you from harmful influences and false promises. They are constantly by your side, helping to deepen those genuine ties, and they keep you away from anything that may potentially do you damage at all times. Take a minute to listen to your heart and seek my advice. Ask me to clear your thoughts and increase your trust so that you may accept the assistance that is being offered to you. Do not let yourself be taken away by the hurry or pressure that is being exerted by other people. When you genuinely comprehend the intentions of people who provide you assistance, you should look at each day as a fresh chance to develop and celebrate. You should not see obstacles as insurmountable hurdles, but rather as opportunities to learn. I am always ready to convert your challenges into spiritual wins. Do not let despair blind you to the rewards and chances that are still in front of you. I am always ready to do this. Be aware of the countless opportunities that life presents, and make use of both your internal and external resources in order to triumph over any struggle. Angels also emphasize the need of being resilient and confronting obstacles rather than allowing oneself to become defeated. Use your energy to bring about good changes in your life and in the lives of others. Strengthen your spirit and your faith. Keep in mind that you possess an inner strength that is bigger than you could ever think. I will always be by your side. Divine justice is attentive to all of your activities and does not overlook cruelty for those who relish in the fact that, even in the darkest periods, I am sending you my knowledge and love to lead you towards a future that is full of hope and regeneration. The pain of others there is always the possibility for repentance and reform. I am a God of mercy, but also of justice. Each action will be assessed according to its reasons and effects foster empathy and prevent any conflicts that may arise. It is true that genuine strength consists in the ability to control one's darkest tendencies and to choose ways that promote peace, harmony, and tranquility. The remedy for those who take pleasure in cruelty is love and forgiveness, and many times those souls have found that love and forgiveness are the most effective treatments. Faced injustices and anguish, the solution to that suffering is not more sorrow, but rather a change through my love and unconditional forgiveness, with the goal of establishing a fresh beginning. Every mistake you make is a chance to learn and grow. Growing the opponent feeds on our uncorrected defects and gets stronger with our denial. Therefore, it is necessary to identify our errors, learn from them, and go ahead with confidence. Each setback should be considered as a chance to strengthen. Grow the enemy grows stronger with our denial. With me by your side, any error can be converted into a spiritual victory. Each mistake can be transformed into a spiritual victory. The angels underscore the value of resilience. The route to heaven is full of trials and tribulations. Temptations. The adversary watches and learns from every mistake that we make in an effort to distract us from our goals, but with divine direction, you are able to differentiate between good and evil and choose the path of light. Spiritual power is yours. I enable you to identify your errors and learn from them, guaranteeing that each setback becomes a lesson to build your spirit and resolve. Since evil is cunning and strives to exploit our vulnerabilities, faith and determination will keep you strong. I allow you to recognize your mistakes and learn from them. In order to penetrate areas where there is weakness, you need constantly be vigilant and defend your heart and mind. Being near to evil may be risky, since it regularly seeks to transmit negativity to other people. The spiritual struggle is ongoing and requires you to always be vigilant. It is important to exercise discernment and be aware of the presence of those who may try to sow discord and dissatisfaction. To avoid temptations and bad energies, you should empower yourself with faith and prayer. Every choice to engage in negative thoughts and behaviors creates distance between you and the world. You, by virtue of my divine grace, find strength in my presence and makes use of the spiritual resources that are available to you in order to maintain your resolve. The ultimate danger of establishing a negative character lies in the harm that it may bring to communities and relationships. Be a light in the midst of the darkness. The shadows of the world, particularly in situations when you are unable to battle evil on your own, seek my supernatural assistance via persistent prayer and communion with the faithful in order to be refreshed and reinvigorated in the struggle against evil. Keep in mind that evil often seems to be innocuous or even charming. Judge individuals based on their deeds rather than simply their words. Get closer to those who exhibit virtue and keep your distance from those who exhibit symptoms of evil. Do not get complacent with those who exhibit characteristics of evil. Your spiritual practices should be intensified due to negative influences in order to safeguard yourself and the people you care about. Every action has a spiritual reflection, and acts that bring sorrow and desolation leave traces in both the physical and spiritual realms. The pain that is generated by deliberate and irrevocable activities is one of the things that you should consider while you are in the physical and spiritual realms. You should pick routes that promote life and hope, rather than ones that promote despair and destruction. Despite the fact that the darkness seems to shine and evil looks to be the easiest road, you should not allow yourself to be swayed by it. May my presence brighten your path and empower your spirit, giving serenity to you throughout your life. and rejuvenation with each step. Psalm 34:18 tells us that the Lord is near to people who are brokenhearted and rescues those who are contrite in spirit. This passage emphasizes that God is particularly close to those who are going through suffering and difficulties when our hearts are broken. When we are hurt and our spirits are shattered, God is there to console us and assist us in overcoming hardship. He provides us with consolation and healing, demonstrating that even in the most difficult circumstances, His presence is a safe haven. Respite. This passage urges us to seek God in our hearts during times of hardship and to believe that He supports and leads us. Beloved daughter, I call you to live with a heart that is full of kindness and truth in a world that often forgets to do so. These ideas, which the angels whisper to you about the obligation that each individual has to care for and protect others, underscore the fact that when we do not take action against evil, even little things may happen. Indirectly, we are contributing to it in some manner. Thus, it is necessary that we take a position against injustice and cruelty, helping to avoid damage and promote healing. God encourages you to experience change and a new beginning even if you have not yet done so. He promises that even if the past has been painful, the future may still be written with love and hope. If you are feeling lost as a result of mistakes you made in the past, know that God is here to lead you toward a road of renewal and peace. Remember that God does not demand you to fulfill His expectations. You to confront everything on your own. He is always ready to give you strength and guidance. If you feel weak, it may be a sign that you are trying to solve everything on your own without seeking divine assistance. The angels emphasize the importance of letting divine help come into your life. When we are at our weakest, our brothers and sisters in religion may give the strength we need by reminding us of God's love and compassion. It is important to be surrounded by a community of faith that can provide support and encouragement. You should not be disheartened if you first experience feelings of weakness. Rather, you should utilize those feelings as a catalyst to further develop your spiritual life. God may use such times to teach you where you need to grow and how He can empower you to be vigilant against evil. As we face obstacles, God is with us, giving His protection and knowledge. Establish healthy and constructive connections that form a barrier between us and the challenges we face, and surround yourself with positive influences that support your integrity and resilience. Combat negativity. If you see indications of evil in someone near to you, you should do so with care and make an effort to preserve your well-being as well as the well-being of others. It is essential to stand up for yourself, but it is also crucial to accept assistance when it is required. You should be wary of putting an excessive amount of faith in other people, because doing so might allow those who want to obstruct your progress to get access to you. Instead, you should fortify yourself with the knowledge and grace that come from God, and you should exercise caution when trusting other people. God's protection is always there. Solid and sure, trust Him, and have no fear of schemes against you. Maintain your faith firm, and look to God as your greatest defender. With Him, you will find prosperity and peace that no enemy can corrupt, and as a result, your response to problems may be a strong tool. Be a loyal and strong example for others by using times of weakness as a chance for honest self-examination. These times may be occasions to develop your faith by increasing the amount of time you spend praying, studying the Bible, or being involved in the community. If you are experiencing difficulty, approach God with a humble heart and beg for His help. Envy is a poison that only affects those who feel it, rather than observing the success of others. God is always ready to repair and rejuvenate the spirit of those who are tired. God invites us to have a generous heart that is free from jealousy and to delight in the success of others. He encourages us to enjoy the achievements of others as if they were your own, since each victory is a sign of divine goodness. When you are surrounded by obstacles, It is an invitation to seek a deeper and more personal relationship with me. Always keep in mind, my daughter, that every hardship you experience is an opportunity to grow closer to me. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to get closer to me, discover strengths that you were unaware you had, and to see my hand leading you through each and every step of the path. The angels are constantly alert, providing heavenly guidance on how to convert periods of weakness into tremendous life experiences. I am always by your side, ready to convert your difficulties into a new awareness of my presence and love in your life. When you face hardship or uncertainty, regard it as a step towards spiritual and emotional development. I am always there for you. Understand that when you feel lost or powerless in your life, it is a sign that you need to pause and listen with greater attention. Sometimes it is important to hush the sounds of the world in order to hear the soft whisper of my heart, guiding you. You through the storms. Know that every struggle holds with it the possibility of transforming development and a deeper connection with the divine. While you confront problems, remember that you are not alone. The community of faith that you establish around you is a mirror of my love and care for you. Each individual who walks with you bringing support and encouragement is a reflection of my plan for your life. I want you to treasure these connections and allow them to become a continual source of strength for you. And rejuvenation, genuine wisdom, comes from recognizing that even when the world around you appears to be coming apart, there is a larger power at work in your life. Every day brings the chance to rewrite your tale with love. And if you have bravery, the presence of Los Angeles is not only a guarantee of protection, but it is also a reminder that divine light will always brighten your path, even in the darkest hours. You should never underestimate the power of prayer and meditation. Reflection and meditation are potent tools that enable you to reestablish a connection with the core of my purpose for you. When you decide to devote yourself to these practices, you open the doors to a profound spiritual change, which in turn allows my grace and direction to come into your life. It is important to keep your heart open to the beauty of tiny everyday wins, every act of kindness, every moment of thankfulness, and every gesture of love. These are all modest representations of my broader purpose for your life, and you should not allow yourself to be blindsided by them. It is important to remember that the road to satisfaction is paved with acts of kindness and knowledge, and that every choice you make to live your life is a step in the right direction. Do not let transitory setbacks discourage you. Instead, regard them as stepping stones on the journey to a better future filled with hope. The act of transforming your own life with integrity and love not only causes waves of good change in the world around you, but it also serves as a beacon in the midst of darkness, inspiring others to pursue the same road of faith and bravery that you have chosen. You should seek my presence as a safe haven whenever you are experiencing times of doubt. I am the source of all the calm and clarity you need in order to negotiate the obstacles that life presents. Have faith that every problem is a chance to build your connection with me and feel my love. Love and power in new and deep ways. May your life be a tribute to the strength and resilience that comes from genuine faith. May you confront every difficulty with an open heart and an alert mind, knowing that with my assistance, you can conquer any obstacle that stands in your way. We are always with you, ready to convert every challenging moment into a new chance for development and regeneration. Sometimes life presents us with problems that seem to be insurmountable, but I am here to help you overcome obstacles and discover the pleasure and serenity that you are looking for. In such times, it is important to keep in mind that every problem is an opportunity disguised as a wall. Instead of seeing an obstacle as a barrier, we should view it as a chance for progress. Confronting and conquering obstacles helps us develop our character and takes us closer to our goals. Believe that each obstacle brings with it an important lesson and that you are able to conquer it with faith, bravery, and determination. My son, today I want to talk directly to you about the importance of trusting that each problem brings with it a useful lesson. Your heart. I am the one who knows every nook and cranny of your spirit and comprehends every anxiety that you carry. Look, I have been sending obvious indicators for you, but it is possible that you have not seen them or have chosen not to perceive them. I see your sleepless nights, the concern about money, and the family difficulties that weigh on you every drop of sweat, and I want you to know that this is your final opportunity to notice and listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I want you to know that this is your last chance to recognize and listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Your tears are valuable to me, and I don't want you to bear these burdens by alone. I am always there for you, even when it seems like everything is coming apart. If you are dealing with issues that seem to be massive and insurmountable, keep in mind that I am here for you. As the deity who has the power to make the impossible possible, I am the one who opens doors where you perceive walls, and I make light emerge where there is darkness. When you are feeling lost, I will be there to guide your steps, and the tears that you weep will be converted. I will be the force that pulls you up in times of grief, and I will be the one who brings you into joy. If you believe that I can do this for you, then type 0404, and I will demonstrate to you that there is always a way out and a blessing waiting for you. For you, when you pray, don't be afraid to be honest. Don't conceal your anger, concerns, or doubts. I want to hear all you have to say. You don't need to be embarrassed. I am here to touch every part of you, even the parts that are the most difficult. I want you to keep in mind that the thing that is most important to me is your sincerity. It is not essential if the words do not come out the way you want them to. What is important is that your heart is open and eager to listen to me. Every prayer and every thought is important to me, and I am grateful for them all. I am always ready to listen to you with love and compassion. I have hope that God would validate your faith and want to submit to me. I want you to listen to my call and not give up, even when it seems difficult. I understand your situation. I will offer clarity to your choices and direct you towards what I have planned for your life. Your faith will be refreshed, and you will leave the past behind as you prepare for a new period of development. I am here to support you and address your problems. I will be there for you, protecting you and assisting you in overcoming any challenge that may come your way. What seemed to be lost will be discovered, what was damaged will be healed, and what was hidden will be exposed. Your deepest aspirations and goals will be fulfilled. If this is the case, then your life will blossom like a lovely garden. Let us consider Psalm 34:4, which states, I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He freed me from all my fears. This verse encourages us to experience profound trust and to discover serenity in the midst of the challenges that life presents. Imagine for a moment that God is speaking to you personally and saying, My son, my daughter, whenever you seek my presence with sincerity, I am always here to answer you, regardless of the magnitude of your fear or the intensity of your worry. During times of hardship, it is normal to feel overwhelmed. Nevertheless, God provides us with a safe route out of this predicament. The psalmist reminds us that seeking the Lord brings us to a clear response that is full with love. I am able to rescue you from all of it. He is the solution to our deepest concerns and anxieties. And when he says that he frees us from all our fears, he implies that there is no circumstance that is too severe for his power to alter. The psalm also teaches us to keep our confidence in God, regardless of the circumstances. Whatever the challenges that we face, even when everything seems to be unknown, God remains consistent and faithful. His presence ensures that we are able to face every difficulty with bravery and fresh hope. God wants you to know that he is by your side. You do not need to let your concerns take control of your life, because God is more powerful than any worry. He is your strength and your safe haven. Now more than ever, it is time to seek God with all of your heart and trust him. Your side is ready to support and defend you, with the purpose of guiding you through challenges and transforming your vulnerabilities into chances for spiritual development. If you do this, you will discover a peace that is beyond the comprehension of human beings. If you believe that God is prepared to help you, write Amen in your prayer. God says that a new chapter is about to begin in your life, just what you have been waiting for. The time of ambiguity and worry is coming to an end, giving way to a new age of clarity. God says that He will answer your prayers and release you from all of your anxieties. And peace. Write 0202 to affirm that the moment for transition has come. Get ready to embrace a new phase that is full of blessings. In this new beginning, you will discover a connection that is both meaningful and energizing. With a particular person, there will also be advancements in your financial life, which will offer you success and stability. It is time to see your efforts rewarded, and you will achieve milestones that seemed far away in the past. God is planning an encounter for you. God also anticipates an abundant flow of material wealth for you, since the doors of plenty are opening for you. This new union will reflect His love and compassion at every step of the route. That will provide you joy and support for your path. This new union will reflect His love and compassion. Embrace this new chapter with a glad and cheerful heart, knowing that God is by your side, guiding and blessing every step, and let go of what is no longer necessary. Now is the time to harvest the benefits of your efforts and see the reward for your hard work. May this new chapter be a witness of God's faithfulness and a reflection of the gifts He has in store for you with faith and hope as you celebrate the beginning of this new chapter. May it serve you and gladly embrace the new possibilities and accomplishments that are still to come. I think that if you feel that better times are on the horizon, you should also remember the incredible power that lies within you, a strength that originates from divine knowledge and the capacity to begin a new right. At this new stage, remember that you have the ability to start a new right. In Psalm 461, it is said that God is our shelter and strength, and that He is always there to assist us in times of trouble. This verse is a good assurance that even when we face challenges, God is there to help us. Despite the difficulties, God is always with us, providing us with protection and strength picture. Here and now, God is speaking to you personally, saying, "My son, my daughter," whenever you feel like it. It is important to keep in mind that I am your safe haven and your source of strength. Whenever you are in need of assistance, I am here to provide it. Psalm 46:4. You may experience feelings of isolation and helplessness while you are going through challenging circumstances. Reaffirms that even when it seems that the world is falling apart around us, God is still there, present, and is our strength regardless of the magnitude of the challenge you are facing. Your safety and support come from God, even in the middle of the storm. God is the safe haven. He is not only a distant relative, He is a haven where you may find safety. Help. That is not only quick and easily accessible, but also available anytime you feel the need for it. If you are feeling weak or exhausted, keep in mind that God is your source of strength. It is natural to have a sense of helplessness during challenging circumstances. However, the good news is that God is constantly at your side, ready to help you. And the good news is that you are never alone. In order to provide you with support and encouragement, He is your refuge, a place where you may find serenity and renewal. Let yourself to experience your feelings, but do not allow yourself to get hopeless. You should always keep in mind that God is with you at every step, providing you with the power you need. For the purpose of overcoming obstacles, when you turn to Him, you discover a secure haven and the bravery that is required. To proceed, take the necessary steps and let your faith in God to be refreshed today. He is your safe haven, as well as power, and you can depend on Him at all times, regardless of what situations may arise. Allow this. I pray that the truth will fill your heart with serenity and hope. God is my sanctuary, encouragement, and be sure to pass along this message to others who need to be reminded that through God, when you need anything, there is always a secure location and an endless supply of. Bear in mind that our Heavenly Father is the one who makes everything happen at the precise moment that it should. Do not be concerned about anything. While you are trying to determine when it will occur, your objective is to make the decision to not give up. Irrespective of the events that take place along your journey, difficulties and roadblocks may. Nonetheless, have faith that each and every step you take is being guided by hands that are filled with love and wisdom. The Lord is aware of what is going on in your heart and what is best for you, and as a result, do not allow yourself to be disheartened by the uncertainty or delays that seem to be occurring. Steadfast and alive, because to the fact that the promises of God are genuine and will be fulfilled in. Ideal moment, have faith in the force that is within you, and you will be able to do the greatest. You are experiencing high in your life, which is driving you to continue ahead. Keep in mind that He is your strength in times of weakness, and the ability to overcome any obstacle will be made available to you. Conquer and become victorious. In order to put more faith in the Lord and go on, let us pray together, dear God, and put our faith in Him. At this time, when we are experiencing profound feelings of appreciation and emotion, we lift our hearts to you. Thank you for the freedoms that you have bestowed upon us, and for the mercies that you have bestowed upon us, for each new dawn, as well as for your love that is not conditional and that encompasses and supports us in. Lord, at each and every stage of our journey through life, how are we able to not prostrate ourselves? We stand in awe and respect before you, because you are our safe haven, the fortress in which we are protected, that we are able to take refuge in during times of storm. We are grateful to you, Father, since you are there for us even when the storms are blowing furiously and the oceans are threatening to drown us. Confidently, and guide us to a stable foundation now. We would want to reflect on the past and recall all of the instances in which you have liberated us from. Your protective shield shielded us from the perils that were concealed and from the traps that were set up to cause us to fall. Wings, and in every single fighting encounter, we saw your strong hand acting in our favor yet. The more we want to thank you, Father, for your mercies, the more we want to thank you for the deliverances. We have fallen many times, yet despite this, we always find your grace to get back up and give us a chance. Your kindness repairs us, renews our strength, and gives us confidence so we might take advantage of fresh opportunities. Lord, please forgive us for the times when we have failed to understand the significance of your unconditional love. You love us in a manner that we are unable to completely comprehend, and it is because of that love that we are here. Despite the fact that we are vulnerable, we are grateful to you today. You love us beyond our merits. You embrace us as we are, despite the fact that we are incomplete and flawed. Furthermore, please provide us the chance to begin once again today. In thanks, we extend our regards. Lives as a living sacrifice, and we want that every thought that we have of you is a testimony to your praise. Allow each and every word and deed to be a manifestation of the love that we have been given. We pray that your grace will envelop us and that your presence will accompany us in every step by your side, as well as may your wisdom guide us and make it possible for your love to be unconditional. The power that compels us to do things like love our neighbors and to live our lives to the fullest. We are grateful to you in the name of Jesus for everything, and we believe that you will fulfill our expectations, as well as dreams in you, knowing that the best for our life is in your hands. Amen. And I hope that you would make this prayer known to people who are likewise in need of experiencing the power and presence, the presence of God in the brightness that they have.